What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Playmaker Journey, episode 20. Last week on episode 19, it was the return of the series. We were able to finally get to 46 wins, which is very close to the magic number of 50. That when we get to there, you'll see something very cool that I have in my mind, and I hope you enjoy. And I want to say that I really appreciate everyone who have watched and liked, and the new subscribers as well. I really hope that I can get to 1,000 at some point. So if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps a lot and I really appreciate that. And obviously we have the winner of the iField Center giveaway from last week, that being Vexel 00, just like one of my favorite Gundam series. And this week we have the new iField Centers with this cool blue. So leave a comment and you might be the next one to be chosen to win one of these. And now, without any other further ado, let's just jump right into the pack opening and let's just roll. So here we are, once again ready to open product packs. And we have with us the 2019 Mega Tin once again. Let's open and see if we can finally get what we're looking for. Oh! As you can see, this is empty. But why? Well, because maybe this was opened like a few months ago, as you can see, the cards are kinda here. Oh, once again, no pack opening. Wrong. Wrong. We're gonna look at those later. I bought another one. Just so we have what to open, actually. And, as you can see, fully closed. This has never been opened. I think this is my first Palladium Oracle. Mana. I'll think what else we can open in just a moment, but first, let's check our promos. Can we get another Nibiru and be happy? That would be our fourth one. So we have the Mana, Neokaiser Glider, Dark Ruler no more. Always good in the shiny cardboard. Slifer, the Sky Dragon, and Obelisk, the Tormentor. This one is good. If I open the God decks, I can at least pimp the version of the gods. But yeah, not the best of the ones. But we have 3 mega packs. Can we get something good this time? Open down. Limit code, Performa Power, Legacy, Background Dragon, Senatus, Mandrake, and here we go. That one is quite easy. Noble Knight, Incantation. Is it a okay, it's a monster. It's a start. No! Let's go! Nightmare Corruptor! Let's go! An array! Okay, we're done. We're done with the opening. This was it? No, just joking. We got what we were looking for. Actually, I need to show you guys something after we're done here. With these packs, at least. So, second mega pack. I don't think there's anything else we need from 2019 at this moment. Oh, actually, there is one card that if we got, that would guarantee us to have at least one extra episode to prepare something very cool. So, Watch Cat, World Legacy Struggle, Mameki. Let's go. Can we get the secret card? I don't think it's a secret, actually. We have a Noble Knight, DDD Flame King Genghis. Can we get it? No, it's a Link Monster, Topologic, Tris, Bienas. We have like 3 or 4 of these. Crusadia Magius, and that was it. Yeah, wow, same comments. Wow. Okay, one last chance. Maybe if we can get the Cyberse Clock Dragon, that would be very cool. We would be able to do a Synchro Shokan. It's the only Shokan we have not performed ourselves. So, Red Haired, Hasty Horse, Dealer's Choice, Link Streamer, Beast Magic, Overflow. Let's go. Altergeist. Can we get the card we need? Crusadia Arborea. It's a synchro. It's a synchro. No, it's a trap. Trap? Trap trick. It's literally a trap trick. And for the secret, Heritage of the Child. This card sucks. Okay, that was it for this first part. We did get the Nightmare Corruptor that we were looking for, but what I wanted to show you guys is when I opened this and totally not recorded, like I thought I had recorded, you can see here there was, I think, a Nibiru here, and it's already in a pack and in a sleeve. That's why it's not here. Those were the promos. And we did get a Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. So now we have two, and I can work with two, but I was actually thinking on only playing one, more on that later. And nothing else big here, a bunch of commons, supers, if there was any. Oh, well, we do have the Cyberse Clock Dragon, it's the fusion, and I got this as well, but I do not think I can summon this. I do think I have the Cyberse fusion, Nightmare Unicorn, cool card, but I don't see a world where I can just put this into the deck and be like, oh yeah, sure. Because then I also have to put Clock Wyvern. Like, in that challenge version of the deck, this could possibly find a place because Clock Wyvern was being played there. So yeah, 2019 finally gave us the final cards that we needed. Unfortunately, I don't have these Cyber Synchro Dragons. I don't remember the name. So we're gonna work with what we have, and let's see how close to the 50 wins we can get on this episode. And here we have the new deck, episode 20. What's the difference from this version to the episode 19? To be honest, the only thing that changed is that we took a silent optimization from the main deck to the side deck, and we added the Nightmare Corruptor Ibli in the main deck, but only one copy, not two. Depending on how the games go, I might check again if we should play two or not. But without further ado, guys, let's just jump right into the games. Into the VRAINS! Our first game is going to be versus Mr. Fishy, and he is playing Life Twins. What happens is, he starts turn 1, Life Twin Kill, we imperm it, he sets 3 cards, being a Droplets, Imperm, and Called by the Grave. We draw into Cosmic Cyclone, we shotgun the Cyclone, we get the Droplets, which is a good one. We normal summon Format Skipper, we link into Balinks, we're going to add the Field spell and trigger the effect of said Skipper, but he is going to activate the Called by the Grave, which will prevent our Skipper from activating, which is okay. At this moment, I have a Silent Mining, 2 Ash Blossom, and the Field spell. What I should do here is mining for Code Generator, but instead of that, I end up going for a Microcoder because for some reason in my mind it was the right decision. We had a Silent Conflict, we go Battle Phase, we get rid of the monster, we set the conflict, he draws into a Life Twin Lila Treat, uses Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of our conflict. We do get our Cold Radiator, but then he is going to imperm our Splash Mage, which would be able to bring a trans monster back, and we would go into Transcold Talker. The right thing should have been to go directly into Transcold Talker, in the previous turn even, but I didn't do that. So, imperm the Splash Mage, we go, attack, he draws into his Kizakili Frost, now he can summon and start doing the shenanigans of the Life Twins, which evolves around making one, making the second one, bringing the other one back, and then he gets his triggers, and he ends up going into a Trouble Sunny, which can, by a quick effect, destroy cards on the field. Not exactly that, he can summon stuff. Actually, I should read the card, I'm sorry. But yeah, he does this, and it's more than enough to end up killing us. So we're going to start this episode with a loss. But that's no problem, we still have 2 more games to go. Let's see how those ones went. Our second game is going to be against the Paleozoic Canada, not Canada, Canada. And he's playing Prank Kids, with some interesting things that I never seen Prank Kids playing before, but I have not my fair share of experience against Prank Kids as well. But I do know that the Battle Butler can destroy everything on the field. That's basically what I know. So he's going to do a lot of Prank Kids plays, let's go with that. which I actually don't know what so many of these cards do, and even though they got something stopped, they still have like a powerhouse. So he ends up with Bow Wow Bark, and the Lamps is on the field, and he has 3 cards face down. We draw into Mining. So we activate the Mining Pitching Dotscaper, which is going to be special summoned, and though we can start playing without using our normal summon. For some reason I decided to go for the Nightmare Corruptor Ibli, because in my mind it is, if I can put there and prevent him from special summoning, that would be the right way to go. And by the way, dude, it's my turn, not your turn, so maybe let me play. But the Ibli is going to become kind of irrelevant because, as you can see, he has no monster zones open anymore. We decide to go for a Signet Codec here, so we go Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker is going to activate its effect. We're going to bring back our Kodotoka. Now we're going to use the effect of Sea Archiver. He's going to come back. Gachiri at Ignister on the Code Talker. Code Talker inverted. We'll now bring a backup secretary. We're going to special summon it. Go into X-Code Talker, which will add the Link Infra Flyer. And here, I could have done one thing a little bit different that might change the course of the duel, but I'm actually not sure. So we attack because we do have 2 attacks. Unfortunately, we cannot kill it. And now is where things are going to take a weird turn. After doing some of his plays, which, being honest, I don't exactly understand how they go, but hey, here is the Battling Butler. He is at some point gets another 2 Prank Kids, 3 Prank Kids, goes now into Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. I love this card's name. That's a really fun name. He gets a Mystic Mine. So he's going to do all of this to get an empty field and play Mystic freaking Mine. So I'm actually going to try to... I'm just going to skip from here to where things go back to normal, because it's going to be like 8 turns. And after so many turns of nothingness, we go back into our normal progression. He activates Prank Kid's Pandemonium, which is going to allow him to Yugo Shokan Rocket Ride. He is going then to use the effect of said Rocket Ride, and is going to attack directly. I'm sorry, he's going to attack directly, then going to use the effect. He gets 2 Prank Kids, and now it's like, okay, dude, now it's my chance. I need to do something like right the F now, because now I can get rid of the Mystic Mine. But then I think, should I get rid of the Mystic Mine? I don't know what he has set, so maybe I shouldn't get rid of the Mystic Mine. So I decide to access code one set. It does Imperm. So I go like, okay, access code has been rendered unplayable for the rest of this game. Now I'm going to give him the Corruptor. We're going to use Transkodotoka to get our X-Kodotoka back and pass, even though he has more monsters. He goes into a Verte Anaconda, and I was like, oh no, not Dragoon, not DPE, but he's not playing any of these, at least to my knowledge, and he only has 12 cards in the deck. I presume I would have seen a Destiny Fusion at this moment. Oh, and by the way, we're dying from a small burn from Lampsies. So he decides to go into a Boral Sword. He has less monsters, less effects. I could go into a position of having the same number of monsters as him and attack the Boral Sword, but it wouldn't work because this was special summon from the graveyard. So my idea here is, okay, we draw Microcoder, we're going to activate Sanctuary, going to Shokan, and we go to Mekk-Knight Crusadia Avramax, Rink Shokan. Well, Avramax, it's a powerhouse of a card, and I believe it can give us an advantage. Unfortunately, it was not made by IP Masquerena, so it can be destroyed by battle, by card effects, sorry. So, on his turn, he has one option. He can use his Battle Butler and use the effect of said Battle Butler, that's not on the field yet, but you're going to see it in a moment, to destroy all we control. And then when I thought, okay, we lose. That's fine. But instead of that, he decides, to go to the battle phase, and he attacks Avramax with Borrow Sword. Borrow Sword is going to activate, it's going to cut Avramax's attack in half, but then Avramax effect is going to kick in, which is going to make that Avramax is stronger than Borrow Sword. Then he does the same again with Battle Butler, which again makes us win. So on his mistake, we end up winning. I'll take the win. And now for game 3, we go a best of 3 versus Raged Rock from the Discord, and he's playing Scrap Orcust. So he starts with Scrap Factory, Scrap Raptor effect, Scrap Factor effect, Scrap Golem. Scrap Raptor effect gets a Gearsu to the hand, or a Recycler, I don't know which one added what. Crystum Rosenix to get a token, Scrap Wyvern Wyvern effect. Recycler is not once per turn, by the way. Gets a second copy of Golem, special summons. Recycler once again, mills something else. Sends the wand, I think that was the wand. Goes into a Lib, the Word Key Blade Master, Appaloosa for 2. Keeps going. Brass Bombard, Gearsu on the field, Gearsu effect. Goes into a Galatea, activates Word Legacy Succession. Nightmare effect, I don't even know who activated this effect, but Nightmare on the field, Galatea effect, brings something, sets a Babel, activates that Babel, goes into an IP Masquerena, Symbol Skeleton, brings Nightmare, goes into a Dingirsu, goes on, get into a Galatea, and of course Fusion Destiny for DPE, passes. We draw into Cosmic Cyclone, I try to Cosmic Cyclone the Babel because I don't want Orcust quick effects, but it kind of doesn't matter. So at this moment I could try to render his Appaloosa unworkable. He uses Nightmare when I try to attack over the Appaloosa, and we do lose our monster. We go into Cold Talker, and we get called by the grave and a Cyanide Conflict. He gets a Dingirsu, and we're going to game number 2 now because there was no chance I was coming back from that. Game 2, this time we decide to go first, and we start by activating Cyanide Codec and then mining by pitching mining. We add Lady Debug, normal summon, we add Cyberse Converted, Ring Shokan Kodotoka, we add a Nightmare Corruptor Ibli and add a Cyanide Conflict. Ring Shokan Trans Kodotoka, use the effect, bring Kodotoka back, activate Ring Shokan Shooting Kodotoka, activate Cyanide Codec, gets here Archiver. Send Scaper comes back to the field. Use the Archiver effect. Ring Shokan Kodotoker inverted. Add Backup Secretary. No, sorry. We add Cyberse Gadget from the deck to the hand. Ring Shokan Salmon Great Balinks. Give him the Ibli. Activate the field spell. So if he tries to crash the Ibli, he cannot. And we do Firewall pass. Normal summon the Scrap Raptor. Back to the hand. He is obligated to pass. We draw. We normal summon Cyberse Gadget. Target our microcoder, and he scoops it up. Now it's the final game of the episode. This time he decides to go first. He starts with a Fossil Dig, and I'm like, no, Ash Blossom. But he does have the Scrap Recycler, sends the Rosenix that will generate him a token. He then sets a Orchestrated Return, goes into the Scrap Wyvern, and can start to go into the Scrap plays, which I don't know how they work, to be honest. But he goes into the Lib, brings Word Legacy Succession, goes again into Appaloosa for 2, uses Word Legacy Succession, gets the Scrap Golem uses its effect, bring Recycler effect, sends Nightmare, banished, sends Wand, I think that's the thing, Galatea, sets the Babel, activates said Babel, goes into a Dingirsu activates, becomes a Verte, makes DPE, passes. This is not the worst. We can definitely try to play through that. The problem is he does have a pop with this. So we go Ibli. Ibli is going to activate and Code Generator is going to activate. So we try to think that this might be like enough, but I actually do not know. He does negate this, and he does destroy the Ibli we gave him with the DPE. We do use a Schoolmeister to stop him from doing something. But at the same time, he still can go again to Dingirsu, sends our Code Talker back, so we just scoop it up. And that's basically gonna be it for this episode. We end up not winning, and now we only have 47 wins. But that's still okay, which means that on episode 21, if we get to the perfect score, we can get to those 50 wins. And when that happens, you can be sure that you're gonna be hearing about something very cool that I have prepared. I'm really thankful for everyone who has been watching, for all the people that have they are liking the video, leaving their comments, subscribing to the channel. Don't also forget to join the Discord, not gonna forget this time, I do not worry. And thank you all for all the support and from watching. And don't forget, if you leave a comment, you might be selected to win one of these beautiful blue eye field centers. Once again, thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Me be gone.